Hivers. Welcome to Honeybee Stamping Hive, where a creative buzz is always in the air. I am Tashana Lundy, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Florida, serving customers all over the United States. And today, we're going to be making 2 cards. We're going to be using the Mediterranean Blooms Designer Series paper. We're also going to be using the Say & Hey stamp set, along with the Stylish Shapes dies, and a couple of other things. Before we get started on our projects, of course, we have to go over the buzzworthy business of the day. We're going to start with the July Paper Pumpkin Kit, the Painted Petals Kit. It makes 9 cards and comes with the gray granite stamping spot. If you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you can go ahead and purchase the Every Celebration Dies add-on. It's $12 for 3 dies, and the item number is 164991. They are while supplies last, and they do coordinate with July, August, and September Paper Pumpkin kits. There's a link in the description box below for you to sign up for the Paper Pumpkin. Next, we have our mystery boxes. These are the medium flat rate USPS boxes that I have stuffed full of new and used, all retired Stampin' Up! Product. I'm asking $30 for each box. Shipping is included, and I can only sell and mail in the United States. If you're interested, please email me at stampwithshawna@gmail.com. Next, we have our host code. This is the code I want you to use whenever you're placing an order with me. Unless your order is $150 more, don't use this code because you're going to qualify for Stampin' Rewards, and Stampin' Rewards equals free product from Stampin' Up! And I don't want you to miss out on any of your freebies. Lastly, we have our extra 10% off sale. This sale is only on the stamp and die bundles. They come 10% off when you bundle them, but for the month of June, they're adding an additional 10% off of those stamp and die bundles, okay? And the Stamp and Cut and Emboss machines are also on sale for 10% off. So that's the mini Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine, as well as the standard size. And it is the 29th when this video is going live, so you only have one more day to get going on this sale. So that is all of our buzzworthy business. So let's get started on these projects because, like I said, we have 2 to do. So I have a a boho blue base that is 4 1/4 by 11 scored at 5 1/2, and I burnished that down with my bone folder. We're going to go ahead and get our inside done. So I have a piece of Designer Series paper here that is 4 by 5 1/4, and we're going to layer a piece of basic white that is 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. And what I've gone ahead and done ahead of time is cut out some images from this Designer Series paper. And I have one here that is kind of like an edge piece, and I didn't want it to go to waste. So we're going to add a little bit of liquid glue on the back, and we're going to secure that to the top edge here in the left hand corner. And then we're going to add this. Oh, let's get that on there straight, right up to the edge, okay? We're going to add this to our Designer Series paper here. You can use whichever side you want, but this side is going to coordinate better with my card. Then I am going to add this to the inside of my card. Now I'm using this Designer Series paper to help decorate the inside of the card because this is a great way to use up your Designer Series paper. And I have a habit, ooh, that would have been upside down. I have a habit of hoarding my paper. So I'm trying to get back into the habit of putting it on the inside. So that is our inside done for this card. So then I have a piece of Night of Navy here. This is 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. And we're gonna adhere some Designer Series paper to that. And those papers are 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. And I have 2 pieces of those. And we're gonna just adhere these down in the with an even border. So I'm going to get this on here, trying to get the borders correct. Let me hurry up and get this one down. I'm putting glue on my fingers instead of the paper. Oh, and my desk, goodness. Let me turn it this way. I see I got glue on the front of this. Oh my goodness, in more than one spot. I got glue down here. Okay. So now we are going to take another piece that I fussy cut out of the designer series paper. As you can see, it was the same paper. I just took an image out of there and fussy cut it. And we are going to pop this up with dimensionals. So let me get some dimensionals here. Oh, I should have got a new pack. We're going to be using a bunch of minis, and I'll be right back when I put all these things on. Okay, so I went ahead and opened a new pack of dimensionals so I can get the bigger ones because I didn't want to sit here and waste time for that. I'm going to do some stamping, so let me get my scrap paper. We're going to get some basic white scraps. We're going to get a Night of Navy ink pad, and our stamp is going to say, Happy Birthday. We're going to ink that up and stamp it about right here. Okay, and for this, I'm going to be using the Keeping Tabs punch. This punch comes with a bundle, or it comes in a bundle if you choose to get the bundle with a stamp set, or you can get the bundle with the die. And again, right now, the stamps and die bundles are on sale for an extra 10% off. So I'm going to be using this as a label. So not quite what it's intended to do, but sort of, kind of. So we're going to punch that out. And as you can see, it has this extra piece on there. I'm just going to take my scissors and round that off. Just like that. Let me close up this ink. And I have my Night of Navy Stampin' Right marker. These are our water-based markers. They have the same ink in them as the stamp pads. So these are not to be confused with the Stampin' Blends, but these are the Stampin' Right markers. They also have a dual tip. One is finer than the other end. And we're just going to put ink all around this label to help it stand out on our card. Because there's no layering. Like I can't, well, I guess I could have punched another blue one and cut it in half, but this should work just fine. Okay, so now let's go ahead and adhere this to our card base. Come on, glue. I'm going to put this down onto our card base here. And do I want it this way? I think I want it this way. We're going to center that into our card base. Get it as straight as you can. And then we're going to pop this up. I'm going to remove all these dimensional backs and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got the backs off of there. And I'm going to put this about right here on our card. About right there. Then I'm going to take this and I'm going to glue this down flat. Our sentiment label. And we're going to put this right up here in the corner. Trying to leave an even border on these two sides here. Just like that. Then I have some opal rounds assortments that coordinate with the Mediterranean Bloom Suite. They come in Night of Navy, Daffodil Delight, and Clear. So let's get our Take Your Pick tool again, and we're going to put some of these pretty jewels on here. So let's see, do I want Night of Navy? Let's do a big Night of Navy right here. Then we'll do a small one there. And maybe a small one right there. And that's the first card done. Isn't that cute? Oh no, I dropped the lid to my Take Your Pick tool. So that's the first card. Let's move on to the second card. So this one has the same color card base, the boho blue, but this one is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And we have an inside with the same pieces, same measurements as the before. And let me get my little piece that I have for this inside. Where'd it go? So on this one, we're going to do some lemons. And we're going to glue this to our basic white. So let me get some glue on there. Our Tombow liquid glue. We're going to put this right here at the top of our basic white for the inside. And then we're gonna glue this to the designer series paper. I love this paper. It's so pretty on both sides. Okay. Then we're gonna put this, look at that, that's so pretty. We're gonna put this onto our inside of our card base. And this one is gonna be a vertical card. Okay, so we have that done. So then I have 2 pieces of designer series paper here. One is 3 1/8 by 3 3/8. No, 3 5/8, I think. And this one is 3 3/8 by 3 5/8. Okay. So then I have some Night of Navy to layer them on. One is 3 1/4 by 3 3/4. The other one is 3 1/2 by 3 3/4. So let's go ahead and layer those together. This is a card sketch from the catalog. On one of the pages of the catalog, of the annual catalog, Stampin' Up! Provides a couple of sketches. It's about 8 or 9 or something. 8 to 10 card sketches. And just to give you some inspiration to get you started. I love using sketches. There's no reason to reinvent the wheel. Somebody already put out a good layout for you. You might as well use it. I mean, because all the cards are going to look different depending on what papers you use, what colors, the stamp set, the embellishments, all of that. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get this put on. We're going to glue this down to the base at a sort of an angle. So I think I want it about right here, like that. We're gonna take this one. Come on, glue. And we're gonna layer that one about right there, like that. Yep, that looks good. Okay, and then we have our lemons that I fussy cut out using my scissors, and I'm going to go ahead and put some Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of this. So I got the dimensionals put on and the backing's taken off, and we're going to add this right here to our card. Then we're going to do some more stamping. So I'm going to take that same piece of scrap basic white, get our ink back out, and this time we're going to stamp the word thanks. We're going to just stamp that right here, just like that. And now we're going to get out the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and we're going to die cut this out using a die from the Stylish Shapes dies. And I have this small little banner here. We're going to get some washi tape and hold that down. And we're just going to run this right through. Okay, so now we have that die cut out. Let's remove it from the die. We have that there. And we are going to add this onto our card using some dimensionals. So I'm going to get some of these minis. Put 3 on there. That should be good. I take your pick tool to get those backings off. We're going to add this right here. I'm trying to get this, these are slanted, so I'm trying to get the sentiment straight. I don't want it to be slanted with the rest of it. Okay, so now we just have to add our embellishments. And on this one, I think I'm going to use some of the Daffodil Delight. So let's put one right here by the sentiment, a big one. And we'll put one there and a small one. Where else can we put this? Yeah, I'll put it right here. Okay, and that is that card done. Isn't that cute? I like this. And you can dress it down or even dress it up more by embossing or stamping in the background. So that is our second card, and this is the first card. These are our cards for today. That's it. That's all. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I want to thank you for buzzing by the Hive today. Until next time, buzz you later. Bye.